Hey guys, we have this 2010 Corolla here today. The cruise control is not working. Now, when you push the button on the cruise control, all these Toyotas, they have the button, you just push the button in and your little green cruise control light should come on the dash, showing you that your cruise control is on. And then you have your resume, set, cancel, all those functions moving up, down, and towards you, moving the stock. This doesn't do anything, the light doesn't come on, none of that stuff. Now, scan it for codes, no codes. So what's the next step? Well, next thing that I do that's the easiest is to check the switch itself. And there's one way that you can just jump over checking that, but I just want to check the switch itself, not the clock spring or anything else. It's completely up to you whether you're going to take the airbag out or not. It's personally your, or I guess your own, take it out at your own risk is what I'm trying to say. There is one cover on each side that just pops off, no screws. And then behind those covers, you have two T30 Torx bolts that you take out. You should have the battery disconnected and wait at least 10 to 15 minutes. And then you can remove this airbag cover, and there's your cruise control switch right there. It's two Phillips screws and a couple harness connectors. I just undo the one up there and then this white ground on the airbag body itself, and then I just remove the whole thing. Simple, 2 wires. You just use your multimeter and check resistance, and it should be giving you about 50 ohms when you're pushing the on and off button, and then it will give you other different ohm or resistance measurements based on whether you're doing set, resume, cancel, and they'll be in the thousands of ohms. They're all different. So I checked the switch already. It functions as intended, and then the next thing we want to do is check the clock spring. Cool, so now we've tested the switch, all is good. We want to test the clock spring, so in order to do that, we need to access the plug on the clock spring itself, and what we're going to do is take off this covering here. We have one trim piece that sits on top of the your column here, and then another bottom piece that sits on the bottom. Now, to remove this thing, there are no screws, but 2 little holes you can see here and here, and you take a screwdriver and you stick them in the hole and push on this tab here. So you just go in and push, and then the bottom should pop off. They can be a bit finicky, so take your time. But then, yeah, bottom piece comes off, this piece comes off. And now if you head over to the other side of the car, you can take a look and see where. So you can see that our plug is facing the passenger side of the vehicle. Okay, it's sitting right beside the yellow plug, which is your airbag stuff, so don't unplug that. But the small plug should have 3 wires on it. You can see here we've got yellow, green, and brown. Now, the yellow is our feed, and the brown is our ground for the cruise control itself. So what we're going to do is just unplug this. You can see I've got a small wiring harness that I was able to plug onto those pins, and I'm just resistance checking the switch, and you can see that I have nothing, which means that my clock spring is bad. That's the issue for the cruise control. It needs a clock spring. So if you got any questions, throw them down in the comments below. As always, give the video a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.